Well, hello, Valiants and friends of Valiants, all of you who are joining in. I welcome you to our final meditation of this school year. Yep, it's the last week of school, and this will be the final meditation. But remember that because of the pandemic, we have been recording these for you and posting them online. So anytime that you want to, you can go back, and we have meditations about exercise and fitness. We have meditations about gratitude. We had one about we really went deep a few weeks ago and challenged people to, think differently about this pandemic and what we're supposed to learn from it. And today we're going to go deep again. I'm going to invite you to go to the deep end of the pool with me on this one, because I think that there are valuable lessons for us to learn from this pandemic. And today's meditation is about one of them. So without further talk from me, let's get right into it. So we'll put on some nice music for you. That was just Christian in the background, didn't turn off his walkie-talkie. So we'll put on some nice soft music for you starting right now to get you in the mood for this. And let's get in meditation pose, shall we? So if you are sitting in a chair, you can sit cross-legged on the floor if you want to. But if you're in a chair, feet flat on the floor, back against the chair, you're sitting up straight. But key to meditation, you want your body to be relaxed. There should be no tension during the meditation. That's part of why we breathe. Excuse me. And we're going to ask you to gently close your eyes. And we're just going to take a moment for you to be aware of your breath. During this time of the COVID virus, the virus that attacks largely, for many people, the respiratory system, it's important that we learn not to take things for granted, like breathing. And so just before we take a deep breath together to get rid of the tension, be aware of your breath and say, thank you, God, for the ability to breathe, the breath that gives us life. And now together, let's take in a deep breath. And the key to this, remember, as you fill your lungs to capacity, I'm going to ask you to hold it. So let's go. Inhale. And keep inhaling slowly through your nose if you can. If you're feeling well today, you should be breathing in and out through your nose. Fill up your lungs to capacity. Keep going, keep going. Now just hold, hold, hold. And now slowly control your breath as you release it. Don't let it out too fast, because you want to concentrate on the breath leaving your body and allow yourself the relaxation. If you're doing it well enough, your head may be feeling like you're so relaxed right now that your head may even want to go backward or sideways. Your shoulders are relaxed. Your biceps, your triceps, down through the wrists, through your hands, through each finger. Just feel a sense of relaxation as we get ready to take in a second breath. Ready? Inhale through your nose. Inhale, keep inhaling. Filling up your lungs. You're filling them to capacity. You should be feeling your shoulders even moving back to make room in your lungs for more air. And now slowly control your breath as you release your breath. This time concentrating on your torso, relaxing. Just feel a deep sense of relaxation going down through your torso. You feel it in your hips, through your thighs, through your knees, calves, ankles, feet, toes. Now let's just sit here for a moment. I hope you're relaxed. And part of the key, before we take this third breath, remember that as we meditate, what is probably one of the top 3 ingredients to a successful meditation is that you are fully present. Fully present. You experience the power, and there is power in the now, in being fully present. Our minds want to race and think about what we're going to do in 10 minutes or later today. Or maybe we're thinking about something that someone just said to us earlier this morning, or something that happened to us yesterday. Key to a successful meditation is you stay with the sound of my voice. You block out any and all distractions, whatever is happening in your house, whatever is happening in your neighborhood right now. If there are sirens going down the block, if there's a lawnmower outside, if there's a sibling in the house that's making noise, someone who successfully meditates can block it all out. Just staying in this moment with the sound of my voice, knowing that being present, fully present, just for yourself, allowing yourself to feel safe in this moment. There's so much fear and anxiety, or so much to be fearful of, and so much to be anxious about. But if we allow ourselves to be fully present in the moment, in this meditation, it is a moment of safety, of calm. Now, with all that said, let's take our third breath together. Ready? Inhale. Filling up your lungs. Fill them up, and just when you think you can't take any more air in, move your shoulders back and take in that extra sip of air. Hold for a moment and be determined that if there's any tension in you right now, you are going to let it go as you slowly release your breath right now. Just let it go slowly. And I hope you know that it's very natural that during a time of crisis, as we are experiencing now through the pandemic, and of course this week civil unrest has broken out in our country and other countries around the world. It's very natural during crisis that we are thinking in terms of scarcity. Scarcity. We grow sad. We even grow depressed thinking about all of the losses we are experiencing. There's the loss of time with friends. Those of you who are athletes, you've lost your spring season. Those of you who are fans of watching athletics on TV, we haven't been able to watch sports. The loss of the spring play, the loss of seeing our teachers, just the loss of our regular routine. All the changes, it can be depressing. However, in all of our time for contemplation of these events in our lives, it is good, and it is wise, and it is valiant to challenge your thinking. So instead of concentrating only on what is lost, keep asking yourself, how will my life be better because of these national and world events? How can I make my life better? Not can I, how can I? That's what your contemplation should be. That's what your prayer should be. Ask God to help you find the answers as to how you can be a better man, a better woman, the man or woman that God intends you to be, because you've learned the lessons from this pandemic. In crisis, it's always possible to look for opportunities. Some people do and some people don't. And my guess is, if you're tuned in to this meditation, you're someone who thinks differently, and you're looking for opportunities during this crisis. Some say that this is an opportunity for our country to grow kinder, to become more compassionate toward one another. That the civil unrest is an opportunity for police to take a look at their training methods around the country, as well as for policemen and women to take a look at their own personal prejudices. Some think that it's a time for government to become more compassionate regarding people who are homeless or families who don't have health care. But for today, for this meditation, I invite you to go inward. And instead of opining about what others should be doing, what is something that we as individuals can do to improve our lives? By choosing the right perspective, and if you pay attention to these meditations, then you know that perspective is a key to happiness in life, because there are always more than just one perspective on anything. You can use this pandemic as an opportunity to lead a happier and more fulfilled life than if we had not experienced the pandemic. It's deep, and it's true, if you decide to make it true. So often we think that we need to earn great riches to afford expensive cars, expensive houses, or do outrageously extravagant things in order to be happy. But if there is one thing the pandemic has done, it has taught us that we are all equal, that all of those people out there who have expensive cars, well, they've had the same stay-at-home order that you and I have. And their cars have largely sat unused. And those people with outrageously expensive houses have likely grown bored, and possibly their homes have lost their luster. Now here's where the great life's lesson comes in. Because you have experienced the loss of so many things during this time, you can choose one of two paths. Now, I don't recommend the first path, but many people in this country and in this world will choose it, and that is to have a lifelong pity party, remembering the pandemic as a time of only losses, and people who will go back to their former ways of living. And if they weren't grateful people before, they won't be grateful people after. And if they took simple things for granted before, they will take simple things for granted after. But you have the opportunity to choose to always carry this time of pandemic with you, so that you are more appreciative, more grateful for every event that occurs in your life. Right now, I want you to just think about some of the things in life that you so often took for granted. Maybe you even complained about some of these things. Just going to school on a daily basis. Maybe after school athletic practices or play rehearsals. Think about how grateful you will be, how present in the moment you will be for most everything that you have lost during this pandemic. If you're a baseball fan, if you love the Dodgers, imagine how grateful you're going to be when they play their first game of the season. I want you to think about every birthday party that you will attend for the rest of your life. Every quinceañera, every debut, every confirmation or first communion, every wedding you attend, every family barbecue, simple events like visiting your grandparents or getting together with friends to just hang out. You now have the opportunity to be fully present, to experience and to be grateful in ways for the rest of your life because of this pandemic that you may not otherwise have done. And that is an incredible gift for you for the rest of your life. And it is living a life of gratitude. Gratitude of the simple things. When you are grateful for the ordinary, that makes for a truly extraordinary life. When you are grateful for the ordinary, it makes for a truly extraordinary life. A happy life is one that is filled with gratitude. Now I invite you to silently repeat these words after me. Dear God, I thank you. I thank you for the summer that lies before me, for the opportunities that lie before me. Help me to realize the abundance in my life and to live a life filled with gratitude. Gratitude for the simple things. Help me, Lord, to always walk in a spirit of gratitude, especially for simple things, such as this very moment of now. Amen. Open your eyes. Well, I want to thank everyone who's been tuning in to these meditations, because I think when we talk about how to make the world a better place, when we meditate, we are happier individuals, we are more peaceful individuals, and we are able to take that happiness, that peace, the lessons that we learn from meditating, from deep contemplation, from silence, from being in the now, we are able to carry that into the world. So may you all have a wonderful summer. And more importantly, please stay safe, stay healthy, and always, always walk in gratitude.